Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the Russians blew up some Azov Battalion fighters. They say about 30. So it's okay, they will have more, according to the Russians. Why? Because didn't they say the Ukrainians are all having the ideology of the Azov Battalion? Now, I don't know if it's a regiment anymore, it's a battalion. Let's find out where the Russians destroyed them and the details. Obviously, this article comes from Sputnik, which is a Russian media outlet. So they will say that we did this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's expected. So Sputnik, Russian troops kill up to 30 Azov Battalion militants near Krasny Liman. All right, Krasny Liman. So this is from today, the 6th of September 2023. Time passes like crazy. So, Krasny Liman. Let's see where Krasny Liman is, shall we? I think we're going to go right here. And this is a map of Ukraine. This is where the whole hostilities occur right here. Black Sea right here, Crimean Peninsula, Weasel, Romania, and Russia here. So let's go and see Krasny Liman. It is right here. Krasny Liman, right here. So this Krasny Liman is in this area, and then just so you know, this is Artemovsk right here, which is Bakhmut. Just for reference, this is Kupiansk right here, where the Russians supposedly advanced, but I didn't hear anything more about that. So this is where they destroyed these guys. On the map is right here. This is on the map. All right, let's return to the article. And Russian troops fired at militants of Ukraine's Azov Battalion. And you see that the little asterisk over there, right there? And near the Serebryanskoye forestry. Alexander Savchuk, the head of the press center of Russia's Center Group of Forces, told Sputnik. Well, Savchuk sounds Ukrainian. Russian troops fired at militants of Ukraine Azov Battalion. Troops of the 67th Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces using artillery and aviation near the Serebryanskoye forestry, with the enemy losing up to 30 militants. So in the area of, this is what the guy said, the Chuk guy, in the area of Serebryanskoye forestry, airstrikes and artillery fire defeated the assault groups of the 67th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and the 12th Special Purpose Brigade of Azov. The enemy's losses amount to up to 30 militants. So let's see, where's the asterisk? Right here. No, what is the asterisk? Let me find it, because I know that usually say right here. So they say that Azov Battalion, that's where the asterisk was located. It's a terrorist organization banned in Russia, according to these guys. So also Savchuk said the Russian bombers had struck a Ukrainian command and observation post and two temporary deployment hubs of enemy forces in the areas of the town of Kirovsk and the village of Serebryanka. So, we'll find out if those commanders that were released by Erdogan to Zelensky Stein were part of these guys that were blown up. But I suspect, because they returned with big fanfare to the front. I don't know why the Russians released them in the first place. If you consider them being the Nazis or anything like that, how come you release them, you exchange them for something else? That was a weasel move, I think. But hey, what do I know? Well, they got some prisoners back. But if you consider someone being guilty of something like this, you try that person, in a court of law, and you see if, or in a military, tribunal, and then find out what happened. You don't just exchange it. I mean, let's say Hitler would have been captured by the Americans or something, or the Russians, and then they would have exchanged him for, let's say, Stalin's son. You know, one of Stalin's Stalin, the Georgian Soviet communist dictator, criminal, blah, 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 blah. His son, one of them, was captured by the Germans, by the Wehrmacht in Soviet Union during the Barbarossa invasion and or operation. And Stalin did not give up. He didn't want to even acknowledge his existence, and eventually he died of, I think, of typhus or something in the prisoner camp. So imagine that they would say, okay, we want Hitler back, and we're going to give you, I don't know, 20 SS combatants that we captured, even though I don't think they took too many prisoners then, only after, so they can get them to the gulags and decimate them and build the socialism. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.